The first inductee into the WWE 2021 Hall of Fame is you, Mighty Macho.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That is awesome!
Welcome to Jobbed Out, the wrestling editorial that reminds you that the WWE is going to induct every manager Macho Man ever had into their Hall of Fame before they touch Miss Elizabeth.
Holy sidekick, Hurricane! It's Mighty Molly!
So I spoke a few times last year about the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2020 as inductees were being announced. But then, of course, COVID happened. Since, unlike Wrestlemania, or really any major pay-per-view, the Hall of Fame class only exists to sell tickets, and they couldn't have fans in the arena for Mania, or at SummerSlam when they had hoped to reschedule, so they sorta just scrapped the whole thing, and we were left to believe the 2020 class would just become the 2021 class. I don't think anybody even really objected to this, though it would lose some of the thunder, pardon the pun, as one of the inductees, Jushin Thunder Liger, was fresh off his retirement tour and people were absolutely going to pay to see him live. Fast forward to today, the WWE officially announced that this year's Hall of Fame will move forward, streaming April 6th on Peacock, 4 full days before WrestleMania's 2-day event begins.
But wait! There's more!
But it was announced on the bump that the first inductee into the 2021 class is Miss Madness herself, Molly Holly. Molly began her career training under Dean Malenko before joining WCW as one of Macho Man's valets. After being dumped by the Savage One, she performed for a short time as Mona before being let go and almost immediately joining the WWE as Miss Ophelia. Yeah, we all forgot about that, didn't we? She would be repackaged as a cousin of Crash and Hardcore Holly, have a forbidden love storyline with Spike Dudley, and ultimately betray him to become Mighty alongside the Hurricane as his sidekick, only to betray him to turn heel and go solo. Highlights of her solo career include being more reserved than the other sexually hyped divas, being mocked for being a virgin, winning 2 women's championships, and being practically scalped by Victoria at WrestleMania. She would leave the company when the focus became less about women who can wrestle and more about divas who could model. She recently began popping up in the WWE again once focus shifted back towards quality wrestling, and yeah, I think she deserves to be in the Hall. With that said, I think I'm more surprised to find out there's even gonna be a 2021 class. I legitimately thought they were just gonna roll over last year's group and be done with it. But this means that there are more names to add to the pile, and that means we could have a seriously deep year for the Hall of Fame. Now it's just my opinion though, and I want to know, what do you think of this whole thing? Does Molly Holly belong in the WWE's Hall of Fame? Are there names, Miss Elizabeth, who should be inducted before her? And what do you think about the WWE doing a twofer here and doubling up their class? Don't you think the pool's a little thin already to be doing that? Let me know what you think in the comments and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more because I want you to be a part of the conversation too. For now though, I better get my shoulders off the mat, so I want to thank you for tuning in to Jobbed Out. I'll catch you next time.